What up, YouTubers? How are y'all doing? It's your boy Nerdy Red 23. I'm here to talk about Prince releasing his debut album, For You, of April 7th, 1978. Happy 47 years to this album. You definitely got the title track on here, and In Love, Something With, Crazy You, Just As Long As We're Together, Baby, My Love Is Forever, So Blue, I'm Yours, and it's all produced and arranged and composed and performed by Prince. And the executive producer is Tommy Vicari. This is definitely an amazing record released through Warner Brothers Records. And to let y'all know, that Prince started recording in September of 1977 at the time at Sound 80 in Minneapolis, and where he had previously made a demo, and friend and producer David Rivkin, later known as David Z, provided advice and engineering assistance. And definitely you got singles like Sobbin' Wet and Just As Long As We're Together. And For You, it reached at number 163 chart, and Sobbin' Wet, and the album's lead single became a minor hit on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 92. However, it became a top hit on the Billboard Hot Soul Singles chart, peaking at number 12. And 2016, after Prince's death, the album recharted on the Billboard 200, reached at number 138. This is definitely an amazing album, man. No doubt about it. So since when Prince made a demo, and his friend, of course, goes under the name David Z, provided advice and engineering assistance, and he was considering for the role executive producer, but the Warner Brothers instead chose Tommy Vicari. David Z was going to be the executive producer of it. Tommy Vicari took over. Known for his work with Gino Vanelli, and Vicari suggested taking the project to the studio in LA, but Prince's manager Owen Hudson chose the record plant in Sausalito, California. Shifting the project to California, Prince and Vicari and Hudson's wife settled into an apartment in Mill Valley, California, with a view looking down at Sausalito, and out of the San Francisco Bay. And starting in October, the basic tracks were recorded over 3 months at the record plant. Vicari tried to exert his influence as producer, but Prince shrugged off his wishes. And Prince worked obsessively on the project, singing all the vocals and playing all the instruments, including the acoustic, electric, and bass guitar, acoustic, and Fender Rhodes piano, synth bass, and various other keyboard synths by Oberheim, Moog, and ARP, orchestra bells, glockenspiel, drums, and percussion. This is definitely an amazing album, man. This is a classic by Prince, his debut. And more to it, and Chris Duke's record guide, rock albums of the 70s, he wrote like most in Studio One man bands, and the 19-year-old kid who pieced this disco rock pop funk concoction together as a weakness for the programmatic. Lots of chops, not so much challenge. But I like Baby, About Making One, and Soppin' Wet, Dido, only he doesn't know it yet, and his falsetto beats Emmett Rhodes. And more to it, we all know that the album reached the number 163 on the Billboard 200 chart and number 21 on the Billboard R&B's album chart. It went number 21, and it went on to sell approximately 2 million copies worldwide. Recharted on the Billboard 200, reaching at number 138. A number 138. And the album also reached number 200 on the French albums chart and number 156 on the UK albums chart, although it did not originally chart in those countries. Other than that, this album will still be a classic forever, and it's an OG press right here. This will always be a classic by Prince. Shoot, Prince is a legend. This is a legendary classic right here. Nobody could ever make a classic like this the way Prince did it. Prince was a workaholic. I'll tell y'all the truth on that one right there. He's definitely a true artist. Especially, you know, being composed and produced and arranged by him. Shoot, Prince was a one-man band. Forever a classic. Oops. I'll get a little scoot up a bit. There you go. If you love Prince, definitely get a hold of this album. This is a classic debut by Prince. What is your favorite song off this classic LP? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy, and I'll be glad to return to the next one. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. And for all of my Prince fans out there, keep bumping this album on your turntables, because that's what I'm going to do. Peace, y'all.